Alrighty, fellas, hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Dylan Wilson, and in this video, I'm going to tell you guys a story and teach you guys something that I learned when I took one of my old businesses from almost having to shut down and like slowly losing revenue month over month over month over month over month and being at $14,000 a month to 4 weeks later crossing $60,000 a month. I did one thing, it took me like 4 years to realize it, but then 1 minute to actually implement it, and the results like quickly happened after that. So my goal with this video is to save you those 4 years, so you can just do that immediately. You can take the same action that I did immediately after watching this video, and perhaps 3, 4, 5, 7x your business, like I was able to do as soon as I wrapped my head around this. So I'm going to share my screen and kind of walk you through what kind of happened as I tell the story here. So I got some old Stripe accounts set up here. These are two. These are when we had Relentless Success Club, which was a coaching business helping people start and scale agencies. It was primarily focused around helping people get their start, get to their first client, make their first 5K a month. Now, as you can see here, we had one website that was kind of hooked up to our Webflow site, and we kind of processed transactions to that. And then kind of as we made the transition, we also switched over to using WAP. But don't worry, that was not the secret to this success. But as you can see here, in February of 2023, we did just under $10,000 on Stripe. Then we went up to about $16,000. Now, the thing is that we actually collected a bank transfer and did some PayPal deals, where this month in March, we actually did about $27,000. The next month in April, we did about $14,000 now on Stripe here. But in addition to that, we did about another 6 or 7 grand over PayPal as well. So we had about $22,000. And then the following month in May, we did $14,000 and we had no bank transfer deals and we had no PayPal. So what I did is I started this business and I saw it go from 10K a month, kind of like a month or so after starting it. Then it was up to $27,000 a month. Then it went down to $22,000 a month. Then it went down to $14,000 a month. And at the time we were doing this, we had a $100 front end product. So it cost $100. And we had what was called the first client challenge. So it was kind of like our lead magnet, our tripwire offer, where we basically showed people everything that they had to do to get their first client. We had a ridiculously high success rate, and it was an awesome hit for the growth of our business. Then on the back end of that, we had a $297 a month subscription business, right? And it was basically $297 to get continued coaching and to get continued support as you went to scale your business after you've gotten our first client with us. Now, here's where I screwed up, because one of the things that I didn't realize at the time was that when you're selling information, when you're selling some form of coaching, consulting, and all that kind of stuff, the information that you are selling only has value before they have purchased it, right? Like, you don't buy a book, read the book, and then go rebuy the same book that you just watched, because once you've already consumed all the information from the book, although it may have created value in your life, it has no future value. There's no reason to continue paying for that book after you have bought it, right? And that was that was one of the things that I couldn't wrap my head around. Now, that isn't the big thing that I did that took this business and was able to do this massive spike, which we'll talk about what that looked like in a second here. But that was the fundamental problem that I had with my business, is that I was, there was like case study after case study of people coming in and then paying $297 a month, $297 a month, going from like zero, getting their first client, crossing $10,000 a month, crossing $20,000 a month, and then hitting me up and be like, "Hey, Dylan, it's been amazing to work with you and it's been amazing to be a part of Relentless Success Club, but I'm going to have to cancel my subscription because I'm much beyond what you guys are teaching now." And I was like, "What do you mean, man? Like, I just helped you go from like zero to $20,000 a month. You've only paid $600. I was like, how is that fair?" And I had like this victim mentality. Now, the thing is, though, is I was actually in Vegas around this time. And I was on the phone with my business partner, and I wasn't enjoying my time in Vegas because I was watching my business go like this: $27,000, $22,000, $14,000 a month. And I was doing the math. I was like whiteboarding out. I was writing on a piece of paper like, oh shit, we have 2 more months at this pace before this business is done. And I don't know what I'm going to do after this, right? Like, I didn't have any backup plan. I was all in on this. And I was like, fuck, right? And I just watched it going down. So I was like, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. We have X amount of people on subscription. I forget how many we had. I'm going to call somebody up and I'm going to sell them $2,500 for a year. I'm just going to see how it goes. Okay, so I was in Vegas. I spent like 2 or 3 days in Vegas. Then I came home. And the first thing I did when I came home is I hit up the person that I was thinking that, oh, this might be interested. This person just joined. They've really gotten value in their first week or so. I'm going to see if I can upsell them into a 1-year package for $2,500. So I hit them up. They hop on a call with me. 20 minutes later, they paid a Stripe invoice for $2,500. I was like, holy shit. Right? Like that was at this point, that was like, I can't do the math. That was like 15% of our revenue. I just added 15% of our monthly revenue in 20 minutes. So then I called somebody else up and I did it again and again and again and again and again and again. And what ended up happening is that in my first 18 sales calls, we closed 17 of them. Half of them were for $2,500 a month. And then after closing like 8 or 9 of them in a row, we bumped it up to $5,000. Now, granted, some of them were split pays. Some of them were, payment plans and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't all that cash collected up front. But as you can see here, look what happened in the business, right? So it was at $14,000 a month, the lowest point in May. The next month, we collected $35,000 on this Stripe account, plus an additional, if we go to June, about $7,000 on another Stripe account, which equates to about $42,000. We did a bit of PayPal and stuff too, but we'll just leave that out for now. The next month, we did $16,000, almost $17,000 on the Stripe account. And here again in July, $32,000, right? So this was the month that we actually did over $60,000, right? And like literally 2 months ago, I was thinking like, oh my God, I'm about to lose the business. I don't know what I'm going to do. I didn't change anything about our product. I didn't change anything about our service. I just changed the price. All I did was 4 or 5x my price. And at the exact same time, I 4 or 5x my business, right? Now, the reason I wanted to make this video is because I've been speaking with some of you guys in the community. We have a free community. If you want to check that out, 100% free. We have a full course over there, how to take a marketing HoldCo from $0 to $1 million a year. And we also do live coaching calls every single week where you can jump on for an hour and ask me anything, right? And one of the questions that I get is like, how do I scale? Like I have X amount of clients at $500 a month, $1,000 a month, whatever the case may be, right? They provide a great service. They're getting results, but they're struggling to get past that $15,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month rate, right? And many times it comes back to you just need to double, triple, or quadruple your prices, and your closing rates will stay the same, and you'll just make more money. Because guess the other thing that happened, right? After we did this, well, we had a lot more profit to work with, and guess what we could do? We could invest in better softwares. We could hire better team members. We could recruit a better team, and we could get better results for our client, which further increase the value. And, following this principle over time, it's why now we're able to charge, 10, 20, even over $30,000 for some of the clients that we've been able to work with at our agency, right? Now, this is why I wanted to make this video for you guys, because I know there's a lot of you out there that are charging $500 a month, $1,000 a month. You're getting good results for your clients, but you're struggling to scale. And I can assure you, like this story right here completely changed my life. Ever since I just changed the price there, I've never collected less than $50K a month since that moment, right? And about a year and a bit later, right, we've crossed $200,000 in a single month, right? Never have looked back, right? So I hope if you're watching this video, I hope that was a little bit of inspiration. That took me 4 years to realize, 1 minute to change the price on the invoice, and the next 4 to 8 weeks completely changed the amount of income that I was making, completely changed my life. I'm living down, like everything that you see in my life today wouldn't have been possible if I didn't realize this. I would still be stuck at $14,000 a month. I would still be struggling to get by. I would still be struggling to break through. Okay, so hope you guys got value out of this video. Hope you guys got 10 times the amount of value in comparison to the time that you invested in watching it. I hope this helps, and I hope that you guys can use this to build your business.